Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, so former Terror Squad member and artist Cuban Links has basically said he has discovered some paperwork stating that Fat Joe, aka government name Joseph Cartagena, is a snitch, and that basically he gave some information about a shooting and a 187 that went down many moons ago. Now, I'm gonna try to make this short and brief and try to break this down as quick as possible. Me myself, in case you guys don't know, I remember this. This was years ago. Now, the Terror Squad had a crew. It consisted of Cuban Links, Big Pun. I think Remy Ma, she joined Terror Squad a little bit later. But this was like in the late 90s, going into the 2000s. And there was an ongoing feud between Cuban Links and Fat Joe about, when would his album come out. So it was publicized, but it wasn't highly publicized. And, Fat Joe did interviews saying, well, Cuban Link ain't ready, and it's just not his turn. He got to wait his turn. His turn will be coming up. And, really Cuban Links, to me, I don't know if he ever put out an album with Terror Squad, and if he did, it didn't do that good. It was a lack of promotion, and they've been feuding for years. They've been feuding for years. Now, I heard Goodfella TV talk about it. I'm going to watch Coffee's video, and I went and looked it up myself. But most of y'all know, y'all old school hip-hop heads know, especially if you're from New York, Cuban Links and Fat Joe, they've been funking forever. Now, the legitimacy of the paperwork, I don't know. It could be something that somebody, it could be, it could be something that's been concocted, or it could be legit. Me, myself, my own personal opinion, wouldn't surprise me if Fat Joe is a snitch. And I know people saying that maybe 50 Cent would have found it, when they was beefing. Well, 50 Cent ain't in no room to call nobody a snitch. 50 Cent is a snitch. So what merit would it have if 50 Cent digging up somebody's paperwork? Still doesn't take away the fact that Curtis Jackson is a documented snitch. So, now I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been out of favor with Fat Joe for a while. Now, as far as his music go, I think Fat Joe is a good rapper. He's made some good music over the years. I do respect his music, but I sort of don't respect him because of late, Fat Joe has been a hypocrite. One, trying to tell black people not to support Bill Cosby when, in fact, he was accused of, some misconduct many moons ago. And keep in mind, Fat Joe did fall out of favor with Remy Ma, even though they squashed it. And the problem that I had with Fat Joe, I remember back in the day when Fat Joe was very popular. Fat Joe would insist that he wasn't black, that he was Latino. Now all of a sudden he trying to holler that he black, So that's just one of the many issues that I have with Fat Joe. But like I said, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me if he was an informant or or a snitch. But my thing is the motive, and it's the person behind it. Like I said, Fat Joe and Cuban Links have a long heated feud. But you have heard questionable things about Fat Joe's personality. I went and did some research. Big Pun's family ain't too fond of Fat Joe. And that's all I got to say. But as far as this paperwork going, well, you have to remember who's behind the motive. You have to remember who's behind it, Cuban links have a lot of incentive to go after Fat Joe and try to ruin his reputation. But then it's kind of funny now, in this day and age, you got people trying to justify snitch culture. Guys like Whack 100 trying to justify, that rat boy, and dude is just like, you got people trying to change the narrative for them and put it in their favor as, oh, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Well, clearly you're doing something wrong. So that's just my point. And that's all I have to say about that. I don't know whether it's legit or whether it isn't, but if it is, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Fat Joe would just fall in line with a long list of New York snitches. Real talk. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.